Kia ora, Pisces. Kia ora, Pisces. How are you? Thanks for joining me. This is your reading for this new moon in Cancer, which is really happening as we speak. So let's see what the story is this week. And please do check out your moon, Venus, ascendant, Jupiter as well for a wider view on this. We'll see what's happening for Pisces. The fishes swimming in their alternate directions. We've got the full coming out. Fresh green start. New beginnings. Thinking of travelling or starting something new. Excuse me. I'll just get a few cards here. And let's have a look. Right. Okay. Starting something new. Quite possibly, Pisces. Let's have a look. So we've got that full coming out. It's wonderful, wonderful full because there are no issues from the past that are impacting your decisions in the now. I mean, we do live in this sort of trying to live with the concept of time being in this present time, you know, and sometimes that can be difficult because we're always referring back or we're projecting forward. But this is wonderful to have the full here. We then have the Eight of Cups, which is about a level of being emotionally detached, actually. Is this for, what's this for? I think in some ways when we can be take an impersonal stand on something, that we're not taking everything personally, we're probably in a far better position to make wiser decisions. And then we have the Queen of Swords, clear thinking, has a very vast view of a situation, project, whatever it happens to be. It is all about decisive decision making and seeing everything crystally clear. It's sort of like there's some project coming out of this new start or new beginning of sorts, where we see the Three of Discs at the end. We will go through and clarify. The Three of Discs is building something new. So it's actually like physically pulling in resources, creating something new. I mean, this could be in terms of work. It could be anything, Pisces. Let's just go through and have a look. It's looking good. Let's have a look at the full, please. Can we clarify the full? There's too many cards coming out. Just have to focus. Focus. Let us focus here on the full. When I was saying before, you know, we reference the past and project a lot towards the future, but actually presenting as the full, we're really in right now time, right here, right now time, basing our decision to make things fresh and new. We clarify the full with the Five of Discs, which is a card of lack. Now maybe, you know, we all have this, like choosing lack, the lack mentality. I mean, it's not very productive. It's not very, it's not sort of a way to be good to yourself, you know. So I do see this as something from the past that you have understood, and kind of maybe in practice you have made some concerted efforts to work on that aspect of your own psychology, I suppose, which is really good. Can we just get one more card for the Fool, because the Fool's such a beautiful card. Yeah, maybe this is sort of blowing your fuses a bit, The Tower, I love the Tower because it's new information here that has a truly wonderful impact on the new choices that you make. And I do see this as you doing that, Pisces. So it's pretty amazing. Let's see the Eight of Cups here. Because there's a new level of strength here that's coming through, or that's been that you're living out. You're living it out. You may well find, Knight of Discs, you may well find that you're, because of this realization, shifting in the way that your mind has pulled out that Five of Discs often before. Either, because we all do it at times. We've all done it, and we do it, and we kind of work to, we have to work on that to because often it can be a habit. But I think you've realised that. We've got this Knight who's really consummate manager and is quite clearly confident in that, because beyond gender, because that's his job, to manage when new things occur, grow, present themselves. This Knight manages it in a very reliable manner, in a very slow, steady manner. But she is the consummate manager. You may well have been in a role where you have been, like, in a three-dimensional sense, you've been a manager of sorts or whatever, but you've sort of redirected your management to your mind, to your emotional self here, because you are in the Eight of Cups. It's quite the opposite of a lack mentality, the Eight, because you've got 8 full cups. That's emotional richness, and you're quite prepared to leave those, to find 2. It's not lack mentality. That's sort of raising your own bar, Pisces. I see it like that in this reading, in this story. Looking at the Queen of Swords here, we've got the Knight working in unison, cleaning and clearing. Cleaning and clearing. There's a lot of, I think something has accelerated from the point where you've decided to do things in a different way, and from that point things are speeding up and accelerating quite nicely for you, Pisces. Remember, these are incredibly general readings, and what resonates is great, and what doesn't, just leave. Let's look at the Three of Discs. I do see this as, you might be surprised. Sorry, Pisces. You might be surprised that this project or this, what presents itself as a potential or an opportunity to create something new, like whether it's with others, in cahoots with others, or whatever it is. It may be quite surprising that you actually find this project is the key to a level of what possibly you have tried to seek, is an expression of, I do see it, expression of creative expression here, that your heart is in, you know, like seeking a creative outlet, but really not, but it been in the past been sort of a blank zone. You weren't particularly attracted to anything, but you wanted to do something. Do you know what I mean? This is what it feels like. So it's quite interesting. I'm just going to pull, I'll get a Brian Froud to sum this up. Quite hard to concentrate today. Anyhow, we've got Epona's Wild Daughter. Yeah, you've done some pretty in-depth going back through your own sort of history and beyond, possibly in a metaphysical sense, but you've gone back and done a little bit of forensics into the way that, you know, maybe the certain behaviours, attitudes from the past. I think that the altering for you, definitely, Pisces, which is quite interesting. And it's going to bring in, I mean, largely bring in a new insight or awareness into a particular creative project that is quite specific, creative project that your heart is really in. Can we just get a, wow, we get the beautiful from the rock crystal mineral deck. We get the ruby, beautiful ruby. Oh, increased abundance, yes. Passion, lucid dreaming, light of the soul. This is the ruby. So that's very beautiful. And one from the Art Oracle for you, Pisces. See if we can have something jump for Pisces, please. Wow. Well, we've got two. We've got Andy Warhol looks a scream. Now, life, work, inspiration. Eat dessert before dinner. Yep, we can all kind of relate to that one sometimes. Give your 15 minutes some time. And wanting can be better than having is always, often, more often the case. I do see here that you've really, whether it's doing its thing right now, but or it will, but you really find a avenue for a level of creative expression that in some ways may well surprise you. So it's all very good. Pisces, so on that note, enjoy this new moon in Cancer, and we'll see you next time. Enjoy. Thanks for joining me. Bye.